Do you know what your partner's up to when you're away and they're all alone?
No, what?
They're listening to the Screw podcast, of course.
What's that?
Sit back, relax, and listen.
You're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict. Sneaking in the back door with dirty magazines. So your mother wants to know what all the stains on the jeans. And you're an orgasm addict.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into the Screw podcast with Felicia Rose and her trusty sidekick Alove. Hi Alove.
Hi. I'm trusty today, not rusty. That's good.
No rust today. We've cleaned that off. We have a special guest on today, which is somebody that's been spending a ton of time inside of my pussy and outside of my pussy, but mostly inside. Welcome to... Can I use your name? I didn't even ask.
Whatever you want.
Welcome to the show. We're using your porn name. Welcome to the show, Greek Greg.
Ooh, I like that, Greek Greg. Because I was going to say...
with the third leg.
I was going to say... Oh my gosh. See, this is a marketing, fucking gold mine here.
Oh, fuck.
I love it. So, okay, no beating around the bush, precisely. So we had a kind of second-hand reciting of what the inside of Felicia's pussy feels like. Now,
yes, I did quote you.
We need. It doesn't have to be the same. Just from memory, can you give a description of this? Yeah, we're not fucking around today. Be as poetic or as filthy as you need to be. Or even if it's it feels like a box of Triscuits, it doesn't have to be no pressure. Hopefully it doesn't. Ouch.
Well, of all the pussies I've been around,
which is a lot.
You two are so fucking bros right now.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we're 90% bros, and then the other 10% is us inside of each other. Yeah. Also being bros.
Yeah.
But just with each.
I'm sup, bro?
Oh, bros. Bro host.
Yesterday I was just jerking him off on our live stream, while we were giggling like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were asked a question. I'm so sorry.
Pussy, feel, now, tell.
So, Felicia's pussy is the perfect blend of tight and wet, that my cock needs. Oh no, I killed the guy.
Aaron's trying not to cough.
So tight and wet, the kind of tight and wet. So that's good. It's very specific to your dick, but yeah. Can you elaborate?
My dick, but
is it 60-40, 60% tight, 40% wet?
I would say 100% tight, 100% wet.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All the time.
Yeah. That's great. You must be doing something right.
I think I am.
Yeah, because they don't just show up like that. Felicia's probably does, a professional ready to work. I'm here, I'm tight, wet, I'm ready to go.
No, my pussy isn't insta-wet.
I didn't think so. That's why I said, you got to be doing something right.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
I would say it's a 60-40 ratio of it's 60% wet to 40% dry, unless I'm being turned on and then it's 100%.
Or you notice she's been sitting there with her forearm between her legs or whatever, your descriptions of masturbation. You're
Everybody knows I fuck my forearm.
Oh, no.
You're people are oh, I'm feeling insecure. I have to. I don't want you to have any toys in the bedroom. You can't take away my forearm.
Wow.
Well, thank you for that description. That was lovely. So, Greek Greg has actually been in content with me.
In content. Nice.
And this is new for you.
Yeah, it's new for me.
How do you feel about being my new stunt dick?
Well, at first I was a little nervous, I was do I do this? I talked to a few friends who were no, don't do that. Just go get a real job. I'm this is kind of a real job, dude. It's cool.
That's totally a real
I don't
job.
give a shit about. Yeah. And I don't give a shit about who sees me or whatever. Like, so I don't really care. But there was that nervousness there. It was like, what if I look too fat? Like, what if there's this? What if there's that?
All the
I don't know, I think
self-conscious
after the
stuff.
first one.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, like the body conscious stuff. Like you can't escape that no matter who you are. Like even being
like-
filmed in non-porno things, like constantly looking and seeing like for imperfections. It's like kind of natural.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I kind of like look at these videos a little bit. I'm like, I could work on that. I could work on this. I could work on that. Like, I know where I got to work out with next time I go to my like little home gym or whatever, you know. And
Nice.
For the record, he has started like, we put out 2 videos. We've filmed a bunch. I just didn't release it yet. And we went live once. I've paid him in like pizza. I don't know what the fuck he's talking
We'll
about.
work
This
for
is
pizza.
Okay.
hey, if currency was pizza, I'd be king. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
cute. I can't deal with you.
But
Yeah, like
sex
the
is
goal would
also
be-
currency a little bit. Like I mean,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're being paid in
there
my
is
pussy.
there is the satisfaction there of that. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what
like,
else could you ask for?
if you're like, and I've always said this is the thing, and I don't know you, so I don't know if it's true, but like the true deviants out there who also like happen to like earn money off of like videotaping their deviance, like there's not a lot that's required. like I'm happy to receive pay, but like I'm also happy to receive the sex of thy bounty.
Yeah. 1000%.
Saying grace, okay?
Yeah, no. Once we're making some money, he'll get his cut. Don't
Of
worry.
course.
I'm not.
She
he's not
says to
gonna-
her socialist friend, let's make sure Aaron doesn't think that labor is not being taken
No,
care of.
well, no. I want to say it because I know that there are people that I sometimes have in content that 100% have no problem not getting paid.
Sure.
It's a one-off video.
Yeah, totally.
The thing is this: if you're a one-off appearance, you getting paid should be based on like if there is a negotiation of the day. It's like
Sure.
a one-time thing, like
Yeah.
because I'm hosting it on my site. It's my likeness people are coming to see. They're not coming to watch you fuck. They're coming
Right.
to watch me get fucked. So they don't give a fuck who's doing the fucking. You're not there getting like, you're not drumming up business for me. I'm drumming
Yeah.
up business for me. But I wouldn't be making boy girl content money if it wasn't for you. So there has to be some kind of like realization where like, you know, whether or not it's even like a conversation. Now he is putting in the work, so therefore that's why there's a negotiation of currency
Right,
being
yeah.
exchanged, as
'Cause-
opposed to just like you're showing up for a one-time
Right.
video and I might sell 3 copies of it. Yeah.
Because stunt doubles get paid, and so should stunt dicks. I mean, you know, I gotta say, since I heard this term, I'm not sure how, like,
But you just said like currency is pussy sometimes. So sometimes
Absolutely.
my stunt dick is just happy to touch me,
Right.
and therefore that's fine. If you're a recurring character, then you're gonna get compensated. I'm not an asshole.
yeah.
You know.
Well,
Thank you.
and and ultimately that's between, you know, I know my friend well enough to know that you have discussed the parameters of like
Yeah, and-
every
right,
fucking
not every-
detail. So
Anybody listening, this is not. That is how I operate. Like, this
Yeah,
is
you-
100% my own rules. Some people would 100% pay their stunt dick, and some people would never pay anybody in a video with them. Some people would split. It doesn't matter how you do it. You just need to have a conversation ahead of
Yeah.
time so that everybody's on board with like how it's going to be handled. Like
Yeah.
at first it was just like, oh, you're going to be in a video with me. So we didn't talk about money at all.
Sure.
And then it became, oh, you're filming with me regularly, and now we're going to talk about like how we're going
Totally.
to split that.
Totally.
Because like I'm the one who has to pay the taxes on it, right?
Yeah.
You're not claiming taxes on what I'm sending you.
1099,
Sure,
baby. No. And actually, this is really good stuff because I know a lot of people, like, we've talked on and off about some of these things in the past, but a lot of them have been one-offs. Like, when I've done videos with dudes, I'm very smart. I get the ones that their fetish is being filmed. They don't give a fuck about like money. They're there to be exhibitionists, and like this is like the next level for them. How exciting! You mean not just a room full of people is gonna see me, but maybe like 100 people, or and like that's cool. Totally down. But like we haven't really talked about like the kind of professional aspects of this, because I like I do see a lot of people film together, and at least in a lot of the queer male stuff, they all each have like an OnlyFans account, and I feel like they all have to like kind of they share the spread most likely of like whatever when they're in each other's videos.
Greek Greg is going to probably open an OnlyFans because we could make a lot more money and we can put our stuff there.
Okay, so. Fuck yeah, throw it down. Yeah, and
these are all things that I just love. That I'm always like, if I have a friend that is interested in doing this stuff, I'm always like, listen, I'm not gonna just let you like bust through the door and start doing it, but like I like once he got so excited, like he couldn't stop. He's like, okay, now what are we gonna film? Now what can we go live? Like we went live last night and it was like the most thrilling thing. Like he was so excited about it, and it was hot. Like I got to ride his dick on a live show where like multiple people watched. Like that was hot. And then we took a video of it too on my so
fuck
we're just like pumping out content. And then you came on my face and it was his first facial he ever gave.
Greek,
we have a video of it.
Greek Greg's first facial. It's Greg, right? Not Craig. I don't want to get this Greek Greg with a G.
No, never with a C.
Greek Greg.
Okay. Never with a C. I love it.
I wanted to give him like a sexy Greek name, like Christos or something, but then I was like, you know what? Greek Greg is like Greek Greg is now stuck, and there's something that rolls off the tongue.
Oh my god.
That's not the only thing that rolls off the tongue.
Oh shit. So this,
my cum rolls off. Oh yeah. Yesterday I rolled a blunt while he ate my pussy and like used a vibrator on me, so it was like
difficult test.
It was all of my favorite sensations at once, and then I lit the blunt. It was really hot. Yeah,
that's a lot.
Greek Greg knows what he's doing. Look at Greek Greg's tongue length.
Oh yeah,
that's so crazy.
Viewers, this is some like Kiss level fucking shit right here. Yeah. It's and it gets like slightly point. It looks very strong at the tip too. Like, and it gets like to a more like not like a little point, like a thick point. Like,
it's lifted weights, you know. Yeah.
Clit presses. One.
You can tell that Greek Greg like wants to be in a pussy when he's there, which is
that's beautiful.
We've said before, like there's nothing worse than like oral, whether it's a blowjob or cunnilingus from somebody that's like half into it.
Well, but we also know from the past too that like it does take a certain like mindset and personality combo to pull this off. Like we've certainly worked with people that like, oh yeah, I can so do a porn because I like to fuck and I like to do this, and then they start doing it and it's like, wait, this is like, they get either hyper focused on the camera or hyper self-conscious about like, does my dick look good? Does this look good? Does that look good? And it's like, to me, like homemade porn, amateur professional porn, which I guess like is some new category, but like amateur professional is about like a lot more about like the energy or like the like what you bring to the acts that you're doing, because people know you're not working for Cobra Studios or whatever the straight ones are. Don't give a fuck. But like, this kind of, I mean, I know they're out there, but like even with like straight porn that I've seen in the past, like the best are those guys that you can tell they're like sick on pussy. They're like drunk for it. Like they like eat it and like not just because you can see the pretty boys that eat like the pussy for like the porn shot, and and it looks very uninspired, and then like the filthy ones who are just their like cheeks are glistening and like, you know, their tongue is tired, but they don't want to stop. And like the next day it's like, oh, fuck, what did I do? I love that. I live for that kind of passion.
This is Greek Greg.
Greek Greg.
He eats a very nice pussy.
So one thing I've noticed is like if your tongue is getting tired.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is good. Tips.
I'm not
Tips from Greek Greg already.
Don't give secrets.
Yeah, no proprietary stuff.
Greek Greg's tip.
No, this is something that we tell on a video.
Yeah.
You give tips. I interview you while you're eating.
Okay, so stay tuned. But you guys better tell soon, and you better like, because look. Like jaw wear out, tongue wear out, it's all a thing. Like rimming ass. I love doing it, but eventually I'm like, I either have to fuck you now or like I have to do something else. Like, because I can't pull this off any longer. Because like it's like you like it and you're like, it's like eating ice cream. Eventually your tongue is cold. You can't lick at that ice cream anymore. You need to take a break. That's when it starts dripping down your hand a little bit.
I think you like wear out your taste buds.
Exactly. And there's some good taste of booty, but after a while, it just tastes like your spit. Like, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, I can see that.
Overeating is never a good thing, apparently.
I'm a binge eater, so it's tough for me sometimes, but I get it. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, but Greek Greg is very good with tongue.
Yeah, I was about to say, speak for yourselves.
Fuck yeah. Wow. This has been...
You can also do like impressions and stuff, so like, yeah, there's all sorts of fun being had right now, which is great. I love that.
Nice.
And wait, can I talk about the Saturday thing?
What's Saturday thing?
The filming thing, and then the 3-hour thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so
beautiful.
Greek Greg is friends of a long time, and we're currently spending a lot of time together. We're doing sex, we're working, we're having fun. So
you're invading the Ukraine, like whatever.
Because he's essentially my primary sexual partner, and also like, you know, we enjoy each other in a like friend and more capacity. I wanted to make sure that we have like proper boundaries and stuff, and like I'm not, you know, being dismissive, because sometimes I think I just like assume people are good with stuff that they're not, or the opposite. So anyways,
yeah.
So I asked him, I was like I would prefer to not have sex within, like, we promised that we would keep each other physically safe, like as far as like use protection with others, etc., because like we're currently filming with each other and not using protection.
Right.
But then I was like, I would prefer if you waited
nasty
like 24
bareback sluts.
Yes. I was like, I would prefer if you waited 24 hours in between being physical with somebody else and me. And that was like the parameter I set up. And then he said, okay, I guess same, you know, that makes sense for me. And I was like, all right, cool. So on Saturday I filmed with somebody else. I filmed a stepmom scene, and Greek Greg was at my house before, and then he left and I got ready, and then I filmed my scene, and which with a lovely friend of mine, and he even brought me homemade food, which was delicious, and I was like, this is the life, man. Anyway, so he left, and then I texted Greek Greg, and I was like, oh, like, I'm horny. And it'd be cool if you were here. And Greek Greg was like,
well, hold on,
wait.
She was like, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Well, she was like, do we have to wait a full 24? And I said, I'll let it slide.
Right into you.
Right, yes. So I was like, it's been like 3 hours. Like, do we have to wait 24? He was like, no. So
y'all need to get some fucking doxy prep and just shut up about like time limits. Just like fucking get on it.
Oh no. It's not about that. It's like it's for me.
Oh, like a respectful thing.
Yeah,
of like,
it's not about everybody.
You both would die in queer culture because after the third dick in 5 hours, you would feel horrible about yourself.
Nobody that's entering my pussy, whether it's protected or not, is not showing me their STI stats. I'm working too much right now, filming. So So that's like, yeah. No, but it was just, I just thought it was like, it was cute that we went from like 24 hours to like, oh, I'm going to come, I like tag, I'm in. But like, this is what I mean. Like, I'm very happy to be back living the life that I want to live, which is to have a lot of sex, film a decent portion of it, make money, and like eat good food.
Fuck
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Eat good food. And it works on multiple levels. I have this like one of my like partners who is like keeps calling it like Go-Gurt. You want your Go-Gurt? And like I have such like a fucked up like thing. Like, look, I like yogurt and like, you know, but like I remember reading this study about how bad Go-Gurt was actually for kids because of how much sugar it had in it. And just the idea of a bunch of kids like squeezing yogurt into their mouths like on their way to the bus stop is just fucking nasty to me. Like, no.
I agree.
I'm thinking, yeah, okay, good bacteria, but I'm good. No, fuck yogurt. This is not a sexual connection for me.
Whenever I think of Go-Gurt, I think of this one kid who used to come to like 5th grade and his parents hated him. They just packed him with a Lunchables and a Go-Gurt every day. I'm like, damn, I want that lunch. And then I was like, looking back, I'm like thankful that I had ham sandwiches and apples. You know?
Exactly. Some semblance of fucking fresh food, like rather than lazy ass mom Lunchables. Fucking
I know.
prepackaged.
I always wanted the fucking Lunchable.
We all did, baby. We all did, but we all too broke for Lunchables.
Like, once a year, I got like the nacho Lunchable. And
the
I would,
nacho one.
Accidentally get it on my pants or something awkward. And
do you know how much
tombstone pizza sauce?
Oh my god, yeah. What do you want on your tombstone?
Now I'm hungry.
So they have here at the university Lunchables in the cooler, right? And you get it. They did, you know, the youngins just come out of high school and are used to like, you know, 8 years of Lunchables. And they are $8.99. I don't know what they are in the regular grocery store, but yeah, the little 4 pieces of cheese, 7 almonds,
slices and stuff.
$7.99. What the fuck?
Probably because they have almonds with it.
Wait, I thought it was $8.99.
$8.99. Sorry, yes, dude. They charge $10 for a thing of bacon.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, like the prices here are ridiculous. So. Anyways, Lunchables, Go-Gurt, right. Back on track. A filthy, disjointed episode of The Screw. What else would you like expect from us? So yeah, of course. I think like this is the stuff because like you can talk about like jerking off on camera or whatever, but like I watch some of these people doing some of this stuff and I'm like, especially with like the queer boys, like they're having friends over to record with them, but nobody has a plan, right? And so they're all just kind of sitting around, playing with their boogers, like, you know, just like not quite hard, not quite soft, like trying to like, what? I mean, I get it. A lot of them are doing cam work. They're waiting on tips. They're trying to like generate tips. They're trying to like hit goals and all that stuff. But I love the ones that have like a goal of like 2,000 but get like so horny that they've got like 50 tokens and they're already like fucking on cam. Like, those are the ones
that's so me. I'll be like $5 to make me come and then I'm like, here's 6 free orgasms.
I know.
I try really hard not to, so I'll just like edge the whole time and then like I'll definitely come a few times, but I'll try like not to make noise so nobody knows. I'm like
but that, you know, and that's the thing. Like I remember the first time I ever like so I was trying to have this 3-way in Worcester and somebody suggested, hey, just for something fun, like let's go on like cam. And I was like, okay, what's it all about? You know, like how does it work? And you know, something about tokens, I don't fucking know. I didn't really care, but it was like knew I was gonna do it, but like I wanted to like at least understand the logistics. So I got like spit roasted on cam and like apparently made this like he was like, oh, we can do foreplay, but I'm like, we already did foreplay. Like we were already fucking and then you chose to like mention this cam thing. So like,
Right.
I'm not doing foreplay again. Like, it's time to spit roast me and get on with the fucking show. Whatever the cam community gets, fine. It's hot. People are watching. At one point, there was like 300 people in there, and I get it. Like, people will gravitate towards like the action, you know. But I still to this day, I'm not entirely sure I understand how it works, and that's fine. And I've signed up for accounts on the back end. You know, I should know a little bit more about it. Anyway, so this
What's your
is
favorite part of camming so far?
yeah.
Favorite part of camming? Participating?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, no, that's awesome. That's a really good answer. Being able to do it, fuck yeah.
I think it's cool that I get to see it afterward and be like, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then it gets like really hot, and then I'm like all horny again, and I'm like, here we go. You
I
know?
know. We spend like most of the day watching the videos that we
you've
made
recorded,
together,
yeah.
and then getting horny again, and then either not like needing to not fuck because we have like friction burn, or fucking again and like recording again. And now I have this backlog of fucking material, and it's a beautiful problem to have. Let's be honest. So.
Yeah, that is a beautiful. Like, I once had a partner that was like, "Hey, let's watch what we just recorded," and like it was just for us, right? And I was like, "Okay," and then he was like, "Actually, I would love to record me fucking you while you're watching our porn."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh,
We
We're
that.
talking about.
oh yeah, no, it's kind of hot, although
Within a porn within a porn.
it is a little crazy to watch yourself getting fucking plowed like while you're getting plowed. It's like a double sensation somehow. I don't even know how to explain that.
Yeah.
I actually have a hard time keeping my eyes open like when I'm like getting fucked. Like I just because like it's like an overwhelming feeling being penetrated. Like it's not easy to just like, you know, because I'll have partners be like, "Oh, look at the mirror," and I'm like, I can't concentrate on anything more than what's happening right now. No offense.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
You're like you don't get that sense out of me. Sorry. I
Yeah.
have like 4 on overdrive
exactly,
right now.
exactly. I mean, and that's a good thing. I'm not complaining, but you know, but yeah, it's there's so many crazy fun possibilities. Like, so do you have like a exhibitionist streak at all? Like, do you think about that it's exciting to have people see you?
I think so.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You fucking love it.
I love it. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
I say I think so because it's like new to me, and I'm like, I think I do like this.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like,
It's a new revelation, but
Yeah.
it's certainly very much so there.
Oh my
more-
God.
It's like the more I do it, the more I think to myself, like, why didn't I do this a long time ago?
Fuck
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally.
You know,
I
whatever.
just realized what shirt you were wearing, and I'm like, the number of times I've been fucked like an animal to this fucking album. So,
Oh,
Hell yeah.
speaking of this
Here we go.
motherfucker, so we go to karaoke the other night. We sing a few songs
I like
together.
this.
It's cute. I meet some of his friends. Blah blah blah. And then he's like, "I put in a song for you. It's naughty.
I
Explain."
was like, it's a little too naughty, and you're gonna be embarrassed. But then I was like, she's not gonna be embarrassed. She's gonna want to leave and just like have sex after this, hopefully. And I put on the song "Sanctified" by 9 Inch Nails. Are you familiar with
I
those
am.
lyrics?
Well, for those that
Bitch,
aren't,
I'm 47 years old. I am way familiar with 9 Inch Nails. My high school years were raised fucking to 9 Inch Nails. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
for those of you that do not know, what are some of the lyrics? Greek Greg.
And if she says come inside, I'll come inside for her.
Mm-hmm.
And if she says
And-
give it up,
And it's done with
everything to her.
with those piano notes that are like kind of like a flick. I mean, it's a very hot song. It's like
Oh, yeah.
in the like rafter. It sounds church like,
really naughty.
right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's like sounds like sex, you know, like the arrangement of the song reminds me of sex.
Yeah. Those were good years for
So-
Trent. Trent was really like living off of
He
his.
wouldn't turn around and sing into my eyes.
I was
though.
trying to because I wanted to get all the words right. We had it on
Yeah, you don't
video,
wanna fuck
and
it
I was,
up when it's
points
that
where I would
dirty.
look at the
Yeah.
camera, you know.
See,
Like, it
he's
was
a
like,
professional.
This is a song I'm kind of rusty on, but I do know like every word to most of their songs.
It made me blush. I don't blush. It made me blush. blush. It was naughty. It was hot. More people need to sing to me on a microphone about filthy shit.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, and I love it.
I mean, that whole album is good. Head like a hole, as black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. No, that's a fuck albums.
No, you're right. It really is.
I saw them like 4 times in 2022, like in different parts of the country, and they did another version of that song, "Sanctified," like re-recorded. I would say I'll probably send it to you later. Like, it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Like, it doesn't sound like the album version at all. Yeah,
that's awesome. Sick. Yeah, I was just exposing my spouse to these like Nine Inch Nails albums because he's like, you know, a little bit younger than me.
Put it on during sex?
No, I actually put it on like during a car ride through the desert, which is like a great. I put on that album and Tool's Opiate because like. Sick. You know, they're of a time and an era. Like, if you're not listening to men like all twisted about like Christ and sex, then you didn't grow up in the 90s, you know, kind of deal. Like, exactly. So, amen.
So hungry right now.
Yeah, for what? You need some Go-Gurt?
Like, literally. I literally said, like, oh, let's do the podcast so we can try not to fuck till later. Because, like, I can't.
This is just making me want to fuck you more, though.
The problem is, I know, right? The problem is that, like, not the problem. The solution is that
we work in solutions.
Like we do. We sure do. I feel like I was on pause for, like, you know, I was in a deep freeze for so many years that, like, once I was thawed out, it truly does feel like I'm having like a new puberty. Sick. Like, I'm 30.
It's a renaissance, baby. Renaissance.
Are you supposed to like lose your libido at this age?
It's all a lie. It's all lies.
Actually, you know what was funny is my mom looked at me like 6 months ago and she goes, Felicia, the age you are now is when I did most of my fucking.
Oh, hell yeah.
You need to get on it or something like that, you know? Yeah. And I was like, damn, Mom. She was like, I was my horniest at your age.
Yeah.
All right, calm down. She was like very disappointed I wasn't having sex. So.
Yeah. What a good mom.
It was good advice though.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's like there is this sort of like before the finish line kind of like, I don't want to say a last hurrah because, you know, you stay horny your whole
Don't
life,
look at it that way. Look at it as you're of the age that you have the confidence of like knowing who you are. You've lost most of the insecurities of like your youth, especially around sex and all the stereotypical things they tell us to be weird and shameful and like uptight about. So you're like able to enter this like total renaissance of your sexuality, and it will last as long as you fucking want it to. And I do like believe that after like studying gerontology, like understanding like a lot of like what we lose or like think we lose is really about how we're socialized. So socialize yourself to be a fuck toy and you will be a fuck toy.
Yes. That is what I'm doing.
That's just...
I'm trying to make myself so all of a sudden my tits aren't lactating as much as normal. So that's next on the list is I have to make them lactate so that I want Greek Greg. I want Greek Greg to taste it. It's delicious.
Yeah, that's I've tasted breast milk before. It is a interesting unusual substance that like I was
breast milk though.
I know it's like breast lube. It's like
breast lubricant.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised with how sensitive my nipples are. I'm surprised I don't fucking drip it out my nipples. I'm telling you.
He has sensitive nipples too.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I love it. I love playing with nipples, so I'm into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love nipples.
It's weird. Like for me, nipple sensitivity has always been like a trajectory. Like they weren't really sensitive when I was younger, and then, you know, kind of every 5 years they got a little bit more and a little bit more, and now it's like you know,
Really?
I always laughed with like these, like when I was younger, and these daddies would be like, yeah, pinch my nipples, pinch them harder, da 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 da. And like then they would blast. And I was like, oh, you know, that's an interesting lever, like a nice like little tool to put in your bag of making.
Like you have buttons to touch.
Yeah. And but I never imagined it for myself. And it's like now my partners that know me know that like, if you want me to bust fast, like if you in a rush, that's where you should go. And I won't take it poorly. It feel good. Just, you know, do it up. But
that's how I feel about like if you need to get me wet quick, it's my left nipple. There you go.
Nice.
Bite my neck and or suck my left nipple and I'm good.
Left nipple Lopez.
Yeah. Felicia left nipple Lopez.
R.I.P. girl. Yeah. It's funny because like I have a partner from Honduras, and like apparently like so is it where she died? Like I think she died in Honduras, like in a car accident, right? It's something crazy like that. So, you know, she comes up and like in the weirdest circles, like with his family, like they all know who she is. They don't speak English, but they know who the L is in TLC. So you're like, cool. What's up? You can always find connections with people, even if you don't speak the language. Pop culture especially is so amazing.
That's true. That is true. It is the great glue.
Connector, yeah. You'll be like somewhere like I was in India and some like high school students followed me for like miles just to ask me about the Transformers movie. Like, are you from where they made the Transformers movie? I'm like, no, I'm not from LA. I'm not from Hollywood. But like, good movie. I like Transformers.
That's really, really cute. Also, you have long hair, so everybody thinks you're famous.
Yeah, they kind of do. It's weird. Yeah. Or in India, they think I'm a guru because like a lot of their gurus have long hair. So it's like my South Asian friends are like, you could come to India and probably start a cult like really quick. I'm like the white guru daddy. Yes, I'm sure I could.
There you go.
But yeah.
Well, that's next on your to-do list.
The great thing about travel is you realize how universally like sex hungry everyone in the world is. Because I thought, at least for like queer culture, like there would be like different norms, but it's still like grab it twice and squeeze and make eye contact, and before you know it, you're behind the bushes. So
wait, is that how it is in Greece, Greg?
Listen,
yes, I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
They've got some famous ass beaches there for that.
Oh yeah, I think Greeks and Italians are the horniest people in the world. Like, period.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Hello, Greek Greg. Let me introduce you to Felicia.
So, have you guys done any like?
I believe we've met before.
Have you like videotaped any like role play like videos yet for release at some point?
Did we do role play yet?
Not yet.
No.
But we're working on it.
Oh yeah, no, not even. We haven't even gotten creative yet.
No.
We've just been too busy fucking.
Just straight up fucking. Oh my God, you got the endless possibilities. But don't burn yourselves out, you know? Don't become like junkie girl 6, like fucking addicted to phone sex operators, okay? You know? It'll be like 3 weeks. Like, Felicia, where are you, girl? You were supposed to record the podcast. And she's just endlessly banged.
Oh,
yeah.
Getting fucked for money. Oh no. Oh, it's terrible.
Get your kicks
terrible.
for free. Yeah, I know. It's a rough life.
If anybody needs me, Carrie has my location.
Who?
On her phone.
Carrie. Oh, Carrie.
Yeah. And that's it. If I'm not here, then I'm dead, you know?
Oh.
That's it. You're good.
Oh, but I want like an early notification alert. We got to put that shit on ice. Like,
yeah. Aaron knows to rent out my body if I die.
Yeah.
Before rigors.
Probably completely illegal,
rigor too,
but you know.
Different pricing.
If you put it in your will and you get it like actually notarized, do you think like they would? No.
Well, I think it would still be
illegal.
Of a corpse, but maybe.
But it would be illegal for them, but not for you.
Maybe I can fight the judicial system and get them to put an addendum into the law where it's like provision under where the person providing the corpse's body has signed a document, like a
waiver
release document to necrophile.
This is disgusting, and this is why we never get sponsorships. I mean, like,
this is so rude, Aaron. I just want to live in a world where my body is appreciated in all its forms, including decomposition.
Yeah,
like decomp is like. Listen, I just think it's hot to have that final last hurrah with my body be for people that can't get their kicks legally off of the same thing.
You're like a good Samaritan, really. Yeah.
I'm just doing my part for the health and safety of America.
You heard it first.
I love how many people are gonna like listen to this and be like, you know, she's dead serious, and then how many people are gonna be like, how do we help her change the law?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what side of history do you want to fall on? Right? I think you want to fall on the correct side.
I know. I'll laugh if somebody starts like some fucking petition in your name. Like,
I'd sign that.
The fact that I'm sitting next to somebody that wants to have sex with me after I said something like that is just proof you can do it all, baby.
You can have it all.
Whoever you want in this world, and there will still be some deranged motherfucker willing to fuck you.
I don't think I've told you this before, but an alternative to cremation, in my opinion, what I was going to do was I was going to tell whoever I was like with at that time to like stuff me, like taxidermy me, you know, but like leave me erect and sitting on a chair the whole time. Just use me as a sex toy.
Absolutely. You know? That's beautiful.
Use you as a sex toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm just sitting there like
so,
dead, like this.
Partially embalmed.
But like it's like, and then like, you know, like.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
That would be that's exactly what I would want with my body.
Yeah, why not?
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Thank you. See, you find somebody that matches your Greek.
Felicia and Greek Greg, the post-mort sex toys.
That's a good idea.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I'm going to make a whole sex toy line of zombified bodies.
Yeah, and you know what?
At horror cons.
People are pretty like simple. All you have to do is just do those little old-fashioned X marks over the eyes. Just create the rest of the toy exactly the same. It's about the implication, right? The implication is they're dead, right? Maybe if you like it like, you know, Egyptian mummy style, you can sell a version with the lips sewed up, you know, make it like an adventure.
We are going to be not only canceled, but the FBI is going to have on a watch list.
No.
And, like, I can't wait for them to be disappointed in like how boring we actually
I know.
are.
No, yeah, you know, the FBI is to like, or not the FBI. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's not go there. I don't even know what to say. I have lots to say. That's why I don't want to say any of it. Oh, I like that. It looks like lipstick.
This?
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like a fun dipstick?
Oh, it does. The ones you put in the stuff that makes you go, oh, because it's like, it's so intense.
Makes you gleek.
Yeah.
Gleek?
You gleek on Greek Greg. I can't.
No, Greek Greg gleeks on
I
you.
do a little.
This is beautiful.
Yes, we do back and forth spit game, you know.
It's just
let me hit that.
Have you guys ever did you ever watch I think it was called like Disjointed or something. It was Kathy Bates owns a weed store. It's like a Netflix original. It wasn't super wonderful, but like parts of it were really funny because there's this interracial couple with this kind of fugly white woman and this black dude, and they are Dank and Dabby, and they just like they're like, you know, some of the biggest customers at this weed store, and like
their names are Dank and Dabby.
Correct. And they have a YouTube channel where they just get like completely fucking fried on YouTube, and they rate some strains and whatever.
Are we?
Yeah, you're giving big Dank and Dabby. You should like after this look up just a clip of Dank and Dabby best moments so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. They're fucking hilarious. They were the best part of that show. Like we were saying, I get that it got canceled, but they should have done a spin-off with just Dank and Dabby because they were fucking hilarious. So
capture that, Mark. Good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I feel like
I love weed.
Yeah.
Together we could really do anything.
Yeah.
We look like brother and sister, you know, we could go there.
I love that. I love that Greek Greg like posed a little bit with it. Yeah, for me to assess the
Like we have
mugs.
similar noses and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we have
Yeah.
When we're both the same like level tan. I
You
feel
both
like
have really nice lips. Like you got some good lip action between the two of you.
Yeah, he has very nice lips.
Yeah, they're full. They're nice DSLs, right? Or PSLs, I guess. Yeah. PSLs?
Whatever's clever.
VSLs, vagina sucking lips. If we're trying to get all biological here or something. Yeah. You ever have like those big pussy lips where you have to just take your tongue and move one aside a little bit to get to like where you need to go?
Why are your hands not available?
Oh, see, I'm so used to like dominant partners, like not allowed to use my hands. Like I have to go full. Like all pleasure must be done with like face and mouth. Yeah.
Like the first girl I ever kissed in high school. We dated for a whole week and I was heartbroken, you know? It was like freshman year. It was my first week of freshman year. But then fast forward to like college and she came over to my house and she had lips like that and I was like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But I didn't enjoy it at all. It was like a little sweaty and I don't want to shame, but like, you know, I was just like, what are you doing? You know, take care of yourself, be clean. I don't know.
It was just too much pussy.
So her hygiene wasn't.
Hygiene wasn't great, mixed with like just like
extra skin.
Yeah,
to not be great.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best. I think sometimes people mix up like they'll be like, oh, that person has bad hygiene because they have extra skin. I'm like, no. They have bad hygiene and the extra skin makes it extra unpleasurable because there's more now. There's an abundant, you know, like when people are like, oh, foreskin makes you unhygienic. I'm like, no. It's that you're unhygienic and you also have foreskin. Like one happens first. The second
no, because there's some fucking dank ass, disgusting circumcised cocks in this world.
Yeah, exactly. I've been with disgusting skinny fucking people and fucking the most beautiful smelling.
Yeah, I have never been with a disgusting uncut guy because the reality is society shames so many uncircumcised dudes around their dicks that you're not gonna run into that too often unless it's like your fantasy and they're doing it for you because their mamas, their aunties, everybody's smacking them at the top of the head, encouraging them to clean under that fucking hood, you know? So yeah, it's not a thing, you know? Because no, you hear it. I mean, I even recently saw a meme with some girl making some ew comment about like finding out he's like uncut, you know, or like it was the final impression was ew, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
I do like though that that's changing like a bit. Like I've seen a lot of like TikToks where like people are praising uncut, which is nice because it's like, yeah, that's. You
better start. This fucking country is gonna be mad Latino in like a couple of years. Well, you ain't gonna have much of a choice soon.
This is like the only. Well, this is one of the only countries that gives a shit about that stuff. So
multi-billion-dollar industry.
Also, uncut feels like usually feels 1,000 times better anyways because just more friction. So.
Friction.
And also, it's nice when you like roll back the foreskin. When you roll back the foreskin, and there's like a pre-cum treat, you know,
Yeah.
like a little snack for me waiting.
A little snack. It's a little Go-Gurt.
See, it's disgusting when you contextualize it too. But that's the fun in it, actually. Where's the pickle? That's the surprise.
That's a surprise. Have I shown you pickle surprise?
No, and you still have to show me something else too. I forgot about.
Oh my god, I'm actually surprised. So I
to make the donuts.
I've known Greek Greg. Oh yeah, I've known Greek Greg for 9 years. So like, I'm shocked I hadn't shown him pickle surprise.
That's a fucking classic. That's a. I don't even know. That's amazing.
He'll be quoting it by end of day. Don't you worry.
Yeah, probably 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's addictive. Yeah. Like once you hear it, you can't not just hear it. Once you see it, both you can't unhear or see it. Because like when I hear it, I instantly see it, and it. I don't know. Yeah, but
this layer
when we tune in next time, we'll get your like impression. I'll definitely want to. So, what did you think of pickle surprise? I'll say it all weird too.
I need to feed you today. You have work to do tonight. We're going live again tonight.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
So this is how I've been doing it. I go live first solo.
Yeah.
On both of my platforms, and then I say, okay, I'm gonna shut off the solo, and he's in the other room listening to me fuck myself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But I'm also watching on my phone too.
Yeah, he's watching my own.
Oh, you're like an active participant from the audience or whatever the audience.
He's like a room away, like jerking off, and then I tag him in once I turn off my OnlyFans.
Oh my god, that's amazing. He joins me. That's amazing. I'm gonna join one of these chat rooms and like do really awkward emojis. So you guys like hopefully you guys don't look at like I mean like I know. So, like, and this is the thing, like, how often do you interact with, like, people, like, or do you, like, type at all, or do you just talk in response? Do you do any of that?
It depends. I don't ever type, but it totally depends on, like, the show itself. But, like, if we're fucking, I'm not going to look at the chat, except for, like, last night we offered for a $25 tip, we'll, like, or something like that, 50, I don't know. Like, we'll moan, I will moan your name while getting fucked. You know,
that's
so like
filthy. Oh my god, you're a sick bitch. I love it.
Well, yeah, because he don't give a fuck. So
it's all Greek to him.
Yeah, I'll be like, a new name for me. You know, maybe
he's like matches. Like the shit that I'm down to do, he's down to do. So it's like perfect. You know,
that's beautiful. Oh
yeah.
I'm waiting for one of the people in the chat to tell me their names to shout to you.
Oh, that would be so funny.
I'd be like, no, he has to say my name. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
You know what? Hold on. I do have women viewers, and I also have bisexual viewers, so I shouldn't have assumed that they would only want to say.
That's true.
Want me to say their name. Yeah, I will offer that. I'll say, yeah, there you go, and then you can keep the tips of that.
Oh, no.
Imagine if he got a ton of them, and I'm like, damn, how funny would that be?
That would be amazing
for you. We got to go to Europe somehow, you know.
Okay, so he needs to call out my name next time, and I will send. I'll send a tip, just the tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip. No Go-Gurt.
No Go-Gurt. I don't got time for that. My Go-Gurt is heavily scheduled these days.
Go-Gurt. Now, ew. I'm grossed out by this Go-Gurt shit. You guys are disgusting.
I told you, but like I had to share it because like if something grosses me out, I need to share that with everyone. Like I am gross.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you would like to watch Greek Greg with the third leg fuck Felicia Rose, you can do that on loyalfans.com/Felicia Rose. Also, possibly on OnlyFans in the future, but for now, just there. And Greek Greg, would you like to plug yourself before you go plug me off camera?
Thanks for having me on the show. Don't have any platforms yet, but I will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
guess.
can find Greek Greg's information through me in the future.
Yeah.
There you go.
Greek Greg is adorable, and like it's kind of like having like, I mean, there's all this like filthy like, you know, that like alt boy who listens to like that crazy heavy music and like is like getting stoned and watching porn and jerking off with his gamer computer keyboard like in the back, you know, just like, I mean, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm
You're
just
not
saying
a gamer, right?
no, whatever. I'm just adding a bunch of stereotypes and generalizations and smashing them together with like Greek Greg. Thank you. No, for what you do. That's the screw. High-minded comedy for the masses. Oh my God, this calendar alert came up and it said, I thought it said high protein, and I was like, what a weird fucking calendar alert. It says high pollen. Kind of means the same thing, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, let it germinate. Literally, oh my God, I'm making all these puns with flowers. Pollen, protein, right? Pollen is like plant protein, right? Like plant sperm.
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know.
Why are you quizzing?
Do the bees take the pollen or do they put the pollen in there?
I think the bees fuck the pollen.
The bees fuck the pollen.
Yeah, but that's what the bees are doing. The bees are taking somebody else's sperm, like on the tip of their whatever, and like they're like
That's kind of rude. Huh?
they're a sperm surrogate, right? Like, because like flowers
So,
can't
without
like
consent.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's about consent. I think it's just about like what's possible.
I thought everything was about consent.
Not in the bee community,
not in not in the animal community
really
in general.
Hold on, you know what's really hot about honeybees?
What?
When the season is done, in order to preserve the hive, the female honeybees take all the motherfuckers that are dudes, aka the deadbeats, and they are no longer needed for their services. So they kick the fucking male honeybees out. So outside of the nest is a bunch of dead motherfucking male honeybees because they got nowhere to go in the wintertime because the bitches kick their asses out.
That's right.
So that the queen can survive and thrive for that new colony.
You just described the fear that creates misogyny. That all men will be considered useless and will be kicked outside of the hive to die.
Yeah. No, honeybees got it right. They know what they're doing. Use them for what you need and kick them the fuck out.
You know what would be cool is if like
myself
after they got kicked out, they all just like set up house together and started like fucking each other just for fun and like.
Yeah, well, these bees are clearly homophobic because they haven't learned that. So
We'll have to teach them.
I think we should watch bees fucking on YouTube right now.
yeah.
Oh my God! All right.
Are you sure?
I
We
should
might
probably
end up-
stop recording.